sometimes things just surprise you when you go for a walk with your hubby. Welcome to Fab 50s Florida, everyone. And today I'm going to be talking about a lesson that I learned yesterday walking over at Disney, over at the boardwalk with my husband. So let's get to it. The lesson is that sometimes it's nice to walk with someone. Sometimes it is good to have a partner, a walking buddy. And walking every day for fitness is great. And if you have no one else to do it with you, do it anyway. But 3 things that I think that is really nice about having a walking buddy, even if it's only once a week, even if you don't have that walking buddy every single day, are really important. So these 3 things I think are just really important to think about if you're considering walking with a walking buddy. One thing that I learned yesterday, or that I was thinking about yesterday, is it's just really nice to have someone who kind of holds you accountable in real time as we're walking. Right? Oh yeah, we could just do one loop around the boardwalk. I actually thought that the boardwalk was the resort sort of loop. It was a little bit more than a mile. It's actually under a mile. So we looked that up as we were sitting there after I was recording. And then I realized, oh, all right, we can just go home. We can just sit down and have our coffee and then we can head home. And my husband said, you know what, let's just do one more loop because this is going to be less than a mile. Even though if you count walking to the parking lot and back, maybe that's more than a mile. But it's nice to have an accountability partner in real time to hold you accountable and to kind of open your eyes to things and say, you know what, okay, you're right. This is what we decided to do. Not that there's any certain number, but walking less than a mile is not ideal. So I certainly want to do more than that. So having someone who's there to say, you know what, let's do that. Let's actually do it and remind me that this is the goal, not just to come here and walk and enjoy the sunshine and soak up the atmosphere there, which we did, because it's wonderful there. If you haven't been, go. It's wonderful. And it's also nice just to walk somewhere different, but having that person who holds you accountable and says, you know what, let's keep walking, yeah, that's meaningful. So finding an accountability partner that you trust, that's going to tell it to you how it really is, you know, without being sort of a drill sergeant or being mean, but keeping you in line with your goals, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So I think it's something that I learned yesterday. And secondly, sometimes when you have someone walking with you, you can just keep going and talking and really engaging in conversation and kind of getting lost in how far you are walking, right? So after we agreed to kind of walk that second loop, we started taking some of the trails around there because we were just talking and enjoying and soaking up the atmosphere and exploring different paths that we didn't realize, and then making it all the way around to areas where it was under construction and checking that out. So sometimes you kind of get lost in not just the atmosphere, but the conversation with the person you're with. And that keeps you going longer. And that's another added benefit of going with somebody, to have those engaging conversations and to kind of get lost in where you are. Keep going, go a little further than maybe you would have if you're just focusing on, okay, I need to make sure that I get in those 2 miles and I'm going to walk the track the 8 times, or I'm going to walk the loop over here at Boardwalk 2 times. Whatever it is, you're not just counting that number in your head. You're holding each other accountable, like I said before, but you're also not just counting on the numbers. Let me switch hands here. You are actually just enjoying and talking and then going a little bit further than maybe you would have gone if you were on your own, just counting those miles. So having someone there with you who you enjoy having a conversation with, who maybe you haven't seen in a while, or somebody who you want to be able to catch up with, find out what's going on with them, and you get immersed in that conversation. It engages your mind in a different way, and it just kind of keeps you preoccupied. So you keep walking, keep going, keep going, keep going, and it keeps your body active and so much healthier than had you gone just maybe on your own. And lastly, having somebody to walk with you, sometimes it's honestly just nice. It's just kind of nice to bond, to have that quiet time alone, away from the house, away from work, away from whatever it is that you're doing, and being in a different atmosphere gives you time to connect in a way that maybe you wouldn't somewhere else with all those distractions, all of those other things to think about. So for me, I was lucky enough to be able to do it with my husband, do it with a friend, do it with a colleague, do it with someone who's literally just a walking buddy. Build deeper relationships, deeper connections, and kind of enjoy that time. Just have that quiet time together, and enjoy it, because you really never know what's going to blossom when you walk and talk with somebody. Thank you again, everyone, for joining me today on Fab 50s Florida. Every day we are walking and talking and holding each other accountable for our health journey, our weight loss goals, and moving forward. Progress over perfection, everyone. If you find any value in today's video, please like, subscribe, and share with anyone else who wants to join the journey. See you tomorrow.